All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is going to be summary extension of last video. This is part 2 of season number 2 summary. It's going to include some maintenance that we did to the RV. It's going to include some upgrades. You're not going to want to miss those. And more importantly than all that, season number 3's itinerary coming to you right after the introduction. Hang on tight, here we come. All right, guys, so welcome back once again to the channel. As promised in the last video, I had some stuff that I left untouched that I wanted to bring to you guys before I head on to season number 3 and what we got planned for season number 3. Again, got myself a little cheat sheet, a little bit of information. I'm going to try and get through it real quick. Some of you guys have been asking for it. I'm going to share it with you guys right now. So without wasting any time, let's get straight into it. Let's talk about first maintenance that we did to the RV right when we got home after season number 2. Now, one of the main things that we did, and it was after getting a little bit of advice as far as repacking of the wheel bearings. So I went ahead and pulled out the tires. I did the repacking of the wheel bearings myself. I didn't videotape that, and I'm not even going to get into that because, to be perfectly honest with you, there are a ton of videos on YouTube right now showing you how to do it. I will say this: it was pretty straightforward. You know, not a big deal if you're a little handy and got a few tools. Check out some of those videos. It's pretty easy for you to do at home. I went ahead and did that. The only problem that I encountered was when I took the tires off. When I took the tires off the coach, I'll show you guys here a few pictures. I noticed that there was some really uneven wear in the tires. It was kind of unusual. I didn't know too much about it. I'm not a tire guy. Some of you guys out there that are in the RV world that follow or may see the video, tell me, chime in and let me know what you guys noticed. I didn't know what to do with the uneven wear, and it just after watching so many videos and horror stories of people having blowouts and stuff like that, I figured, you know what, maybe it's time to change the tires. I haven't, knock on wood, let me see, knock on wood, I haven't had any blowouts. I know that a lot of damage is caused from having a blowout. I didn't have it, but because the tires look so bad, I went ahead and I changed the tires. I got 4 brand new tires to start off season number 3. I bought the same ones. They're the sailing tires. Again, depends which way you go. I have a bunch of people or a lot of comments that those are horrible tires. They worked good for us in season number 1 and 2. I got about 24,000 miles out of those tires. So, they weren't broken, so why fix it? I went ahead and purchased new tires, and they're on the coach, and away we go. So as far as maintenance, that's about really all I'm going to cover in this video, because I talk in depth about all the stuff that we encountered during season 2, and I have plenty of videos. If you just go to my channel, you'll find plenty of videos of all the repairs that I did. So as far as maintenance, that's the only thing I really wanted to touch on, because I had left it off, the tire issues and the packing of the bearings. I had left that off, so that's why I added it in here for those of you that wanted to know. Now, I know that last season, while we were in West Virginia, I did comment and I did do a video on a walkthrough of the camper. There was some things that I pointed out during that walkthrough that we weren't entirely happy with. Now, when people do upgrades on their coaches, they do them for many reasons, but our 2 main reasons were, number 1, we kind of live in our coach for 7-8 months out of the year, so comfort is a big deal for us. We wanted to change a few things that were for comfort issues. They were, we looked at it and we thought we could make it a little bit better for us. So we changed it for comfort, and then we did a few little upgrades also for aesthetics, okay? let's talk a little bit first on the aesthetics. Now, one of the issues that we had was the balances on the windows. Now, this is kind of a little bit of a sore subject here, because Myrna and I were a little torn on which way we wanted to go. Obviously, she won. You know, let's not kid ourselves. Happy wife, happy life. So one of the issues was the balances. She didn't really like, and this part I do agree with her, she didn't really like that every single balance, and there was 3 in each one of the slide outs. Right behind me, you'll see one. Every single one of these areas had a balance where where the shades crawl up into, that were kind of busy. They were kind of busy, and we really weren't happy with them, or Myrna really wasn't happy. I could have lived with it, but she wasn't happy with it. So she came up with a solution. It was feasible. It was doable for me. So I went ahead and did it. I went ahead and changed the balances, and it does make the coach look a little cleaner inside, a little sleeker. So, she's happy with it. I'm actually happy with it. It wasn't a big deal to change those out, so I went ahead and did that. We upgraded the balances. I did it myself, by the way, tore it apart. So again, went to YouTube University, saw a few videos, and we changed the balances. Okay, sticking with the aesthetics part, one of the things that we also did, we had a few changes in the bathroom, which I'll get to that in a minute. And in changing that, the color of the faucet changed. While we were looking at that color of that faucet, and then also the color of the faucet in the kitchen, we noticed that those 2 faucets were black, but all the handles on all the cabinets throughout the coach were silver or chrome or like stainless steel, whatever. And it really didn't, it's not that it didn't match, it's just that we thought they would look nicer in black. I took them all off and I repainted them all black, and I got to be honest with you, it does look a lot sharper. It looks a lot nicer. But really, I mean, it could have gone either way. It was more again for aesthetic purposes. That's what Myrna wanted. That's what we did. Okay, so let's touch on the other side of the reasons why you do things. In this particular modification that we did, or upgrade, this one was specifically related to comfort. Okay, it wasn't necessarily aesthetics. It was more comfort. And some of you viewers out there may say, well, that's kind of silly because recliners are comfortable. But everything is specific to a person's liking. We weren't really happy with the recliners. Number one, they were very bulky. They took up a lot of space. Whenever Myrna was in the kitchen and I was either in the den watching TV or hanging out with the dog, she was basically isolated because they were so bulky. So we went ahead and decided to pull them out, which was very easy, and we switched them out for a pair of rocker / sort of recliners that were very inexpensive. We bought them at IKEA. We took out about 370 pounds of weight from the coach, in this modification. It looks nice to us. It's again sleeker, not that boxy look. We're very happy with them. So that was a little bit of a comfort issue, but again, also aesthetic. We like the way it looks, and we're happy with it. Now, in sticking with the comfort, this next item that I'm going to show you guys, this modification was a huge deal for us. Fairly simple, to be perfectly honest with you, but it was a huge deal for us because we spend a lot of time there. The dinette, the kitchen, the kitchen dinette. So the way that the kitchen dinette is, and I'll show you here, you face each other. The windows are off to your side, And Myrna, in doing a little bit of research, some people that she follows that are full-time RVers, they kind of changed this, okay? She brought it to my attention. She gave me an idea of what she wanted. Fairly simple. Again, IKEA played a huge role because the tabletop that we bought, I bought it at IKEA, but it was a game changer for us. Now, why was it a game changer? Like I said, we spend most of our time sitting in the dining room area, so now we don't have to face each other. Now we can actually be looking out the window if we're on our computers, if we're eating dinner, if we're just doing whatever it is that we're doing. We're looking out the windows. We can enjoy the scenery a little bit better. It gives us, to be honest with you, as far as countertop is concerned or tabletop is concerned, it gives us a few square feet more to enjoy. It was fairly simple to remove the old table and to add this new one. And trust me, that was one of the issues or one of the items that Myrna brought up to me during season 2, and I couldn't agree with her more on that one. It worked out great. We're enjoying the heck out of it. It was a very easy, change or modification, and we got it done. I mean, it's a game changer for us. We get to enjoy a little bit more room and enjoy looking out the window while we're working. So that was a definite comfort item, and it worked out to us. I think it looks great. And now the final modification or upgrade that we made. This one is definitely for comfort and obviously for aesthetics also. Now, our coach, you guys know, is a 2021 Keystone Montana. If you look at the Keystone Montanas for 2022 and 2023, they redesigned the bathroom as far as the sink is concerned. Now, the sink that we used to have before, very small. Obviously you're in an RV, so the bathroom is small all the way around. Everything is kind of small, but the sink was very, very small, and it just didn't look good. But obviously somebody in Keystone realized that, and they upgraded it for the 22 and 23 models. Now they have a vessel sink. So again, Myrna brought it to my attention. She said, hey, listen, if we change to a vessel sink, it'll give us a little bit more working area as far as the countertop is concerned, and the bowl actually gets a little bit bigger. So again, this was a no-brainer. Locating the actual countertop was a little bit difficult. We had that done through Etsy. We found a vendor on Etsy, and I ordered the countertop, and I did the rest of the work. It was a 3-4 hour job, start to finish, and it changed the look as far as we're concerned in the bathroom entirely. It changed it entirely. It made it a little bit more modern, and believe it or not, it's actually more useful. The bowl is a little bit bigger, and because it sticks up off the countertop, it actually gives you some more working room down at the bottom, as far as the countertop. This was a no-brainer. It changed the look of the bathroom entirely, and we both absolutely love it. Okay, so as far as upgrades and maintenance and modifications that we did to the coach, that's it. Basically, in a nutshell, that's all we did. We're happy with it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm open for more suggestions. If you guys got other things, put them in the comments. Well, I don't know. That may work against me. Myrna reads the comments. But whatever. Let me know if you guys feel that there's something that could have been done a little bit different. I'm always open for suggestions. But let's move along now. So, the summary and season number 3. Season number 3, I like to consider it as part 1 and part 2. It's going to be, part 1 is the one that we're on right now, and I like to refer to it as business. Part 1 is going to be strictly business. We left Miami, we left our home, and the first stop we made was in Winter Haven, Florida. That was to visit my nephew David and spend a little bit of time with him. We don't get to see him as often as we like to. Then step 2 was Gainesville. Gainesville was a week long, and it was basically filled with nothing but enjoyment for Myrna and I. Our youngest daughter Kaylee, as you guys very well know, is a student or was a student at University of Florida. She has now graduated from University of Florida. We couldn't be prouder of her. She's now basically UF alumni. But we spent a week in Gainesville, so basically it was for fun, but it was business. We were there for a reason. Now, from Florida, the next step where we moved to is we headed up to the area of Tennessee. Now, in Tennessee, and I don't want to delve too much into this because we're still in the area of looking. Eventually, somewhere down the road, we plan to move from Florida. Tennessee might be one of the areas. So we're going to spend a little time in Tennessee just checking it out, checking out what's available there. That may be a place that we eventually, maybe someday down the road, call home. So again, business. When we're done in Tennessee, our next stop is going to be Goshen, Indiana. Now, Goshen, Indiana, obviously for those of you guys that are RVers, you know what goes on there. It's the home, the capital of RVing. We're going back to Goshen, Indiana because we have some repairs that need to be addressed that are still under warranty. Now, not to rehash, warranties on RVs, usually the aesthetic stuff is 1 year, but anything structural is a 3-year warranty. We have a few little structural issues that need to be addressed. We are going to be getting those handled at Affinity Group in Goshen, Indiana. So, Affinity Group in Goshen, Indiana is the people that we chose to do these warranty repairs because our research shows that they are the best in the business. From having spoken to them a million times, very professional thus far. I will be doing a follow-up video on the repairs that we get done there, and I'll let you guys know how they work out. So far, so good. They have been on top of everything. We had a few hiccups with the stolen truck. We were supposed to have already been in Goshen, Indiana. They postponed our repairs and accommodated us, and I can't complain. I will let you guys know how that goes in a later video. A few things that we're going to be having worked on there. We're going to be getting some work done on the floor. There was a screw that holds up some floor joists that came through the linoleum. That's all going to get repaired. You guys are more than aware of the stress cracks that we've been dealing with. That they're not synonymous to Keystone products. Everybody has those. Everybody gets them. Well, not everybody. I hope not everybody gets them. But it's a known fact in the industry. We're going to get those repaired while we're there. We're also going to get a generator compartment door that while in transit, my trunk or hatch came open and damaged that. So a few little things that we're going to be doing in Goshen, Indiana, and that's why we're going to go there. Right after Goshen, Indiana, we're heading up a little further north, and we're going to go to Wisconsin, to Green Bay, Wisconsin. We're going to be attending a family member's graduation from high school, sending her off to college. Looking forward to that. And then after that, we're going to make a U-turn, and we're going to hightail it all the way back to Gainesville. Once we get back to Gainesville, Florida, as far as we're concerned, business will be set aside, and part 2 of season number 3 is where it's going to get started. So we're going to go back, and we're really looking forward to it because we're going to pick up our daughter, and from there we're going to start off season number 3. Okay, but the fun part 2 of season number 3, we're going to visit 18 states during that visit. Some of them are duplicate states, but we're going to be doing 18 states. I'm not going to bore you guys with which ones they are. I'm going to actually bring them to you guys. I'm going to continue blogging all our trips, and I'm going to be posting videos on YouTube everywhere we visit. I will give you guys a little hint. We are going to be doing the upper Northeast, and we are really, really looking forward to it. Okay, we are looking forward to it. We've been talking about it for a while, and last season we went out west. This season, although we got a little bit delayed again for things that happened, we are finally going to be able to get that out of the way. We're going to be doing season number 3 in the upper Northeast, and best part about it is our daughter's coming along with us. We're going to have a blast. We're going to bring you guys everything that we do. So go ahead and subscribe. Tell your friends about the channel. And we will see you guys down the road. Peace.